Okay, so as mentioned before, I'm just going to be building doors up today because the weather's not too good. Still raining. So I've started off, this is the driver's door. So what I have to start off doing is putting these little rubber grommets in. They used to have like plastic, like wall plugs if you like, pushed in here. And that's what the seal pushed into. There's little tabs on the seal. There's a seal there, so them tabs there push into what used to be these plastic plugs, but obviously you couldn't get them any longer, and they were quite frail, brittle, knackered. Some were missing when I took the old seal off. So I managed to get some grommets the right size way back when, and ordered enough to do all these holes. So all I do is tiger seal in between these before I put the new seal on. The tabs will push nicely into the rubber grommets, and obviously the tiger seal will seal the actual seal to the door. So I put all them in. I've put the strip on. You may remember again way back when I renewed all the rubbers on the strips. It took some time, and I had to pop rivet the metal sort of rail back on as well. I bonded these in. So all I've had to do now is cut off, I remember I bought some Velcro, the material cloth side rather than the loop side, just to stick on over the top, so when the window comes up and down it's a nice soft guide if you like, just to prevent any scratches or noise or anything coming from the window as you wind it up and down. It did have some sort of felt on there before, but it was obviously, totally past its day, 60-year-old. So that's that back in place, so that's good. I'm just about to put my front quarter window on now. Again, all these, the glass has been replaced, you may remember, and I've resealed them in, and I put the new rubbers on as well. For the windows, so all them's been renewed also, and clearly cleaned up. The guide inside again, that's a felt guide inside for that channel, and also the motor which I'd took off, repaired, and greased up. So they're fully functional now, which they weren't before. There was basically it was that part there actually, that part there that was missing. Well, they weren't missing, they were actually in the bottom of the doors when I took them off, and luckily I kept them because that's what they were for. They'd fell off, and it just meant you couldn't really use this winding mechanism to open and close them quarter windows. It sort of pushed themselves off, if you like. So anyway, by the by, they've been done, so they're fully serviceable and ready just to install now. So my time and effort in doing all these before is paying dividends now. I'll get this put in, and then I've got the guides and everything for the windows, the main window itself to put in, and then try and line everything up so it opens and shuts as good as I can get it for now. The final adjustment will be when it's on the actual car itself, so I can make sure it meets the actual top of the car frame, if you like. Okay, I shall crack on with this lot. Dilly. Right, so that's the trim in place, my window in place, all bolted down. It's just ready to adjust with these screws and the bottom screw. Once I get the window in, so I can adjust that, which will basically adjust it that way. To make sure it's not too much resistance when it's coming up the guide. But happy with that. Tighten my bolts back up, pop that back on, so it's actually a smaller handle that goes on here. This is a window winder, but it's the same fitting. So we can see there that there we go, and just release that, and then we can see, beautiful motion of that opening, nice and smooth, all the slack taken up. Precise engineering, and then just nip it up there, and that's it, up against the seal. So that's great. Right, on with the door handles. Dilly dilly. Right, cracking on again. So, door handles. Here's one I prepared earlier, cleaned up. This actually had the blue paint on, or the turquoise, off where it had a bit of a spray job before. But it's all nice and clean now. So anyway, basically, I stripped these down. You just push down on that, spring loaded at the bottom. So you just push down on that tab, turn it to the left or right, and that releases the spring and the actual button itself. So I've done that. I've greased up the spring and the contacts where it makes contact with the bottom of the button and underneath that tab. And then I've greased the stem as well. So now when you press it, it's nice and smooth. Because before, what I heard was you could hear like the rusty spring inside, as you can imagine. But you can see there that this moves and sounds absolutely fantastic. This one's for the rear left door. The rear right, don't think you'll remember that far back, but Ken might. The rear right door didn't actually work, and what had happened was that tab there had came loose, fell off. So there was no, basically the button could just move wherever it wanted, hence it didn't open the door. So when I got the donor Cadillac, I was able to get that tab and replace it. So yeah, all doors will open now. So that's that, and to top it off, I've got my new seals here, which basically go over the top. If I can do it with one hand, I think you'll get the idea anyway. So yeah, basically new seal on there, just so it protects the paintwork. And there's another little seal for that other end as well. So happy days. I mean, this one I've actually already put on and cleaned. So I've got the door handle on there and the door lock and the new seals, and the new seal on the door lock as well. So that's fantastic. Really happy with that. So everything's functioning now. Lock, unlock. So if I lock that, pull on the handle or push up, yeah, it actually opened the thing there. So that's everything functioning as it should. If you see inside there, which you can't because it's dark, but yeah, the door's functioning. I think you get the message. Right, off some dinner. Dilly dilly. Hey, it's arrived. Happy days, man. Good little light thing to work with. Bargain. Variable speed. Added on number 3 there. Spot on. Done that bit there. Much better. That is going to be, well, I say it's going to be quick. It's going to be quicker. So happy with that. I'll be able to crack on. Not now though, because I don't really want to do it in here because I'll end up with dust. I know what I'll end up doing. I'll end up doing it in here. I think I'll finish off this door first, because I would like to get this done, and then as soon as it's dry you can be out and get sprayed with the etch primer. Right, enough of my stuff. Dilly dilly. So one channel I hadn't sort of repaired before or refurbished was this one for the front doors. There's one down there as well for the passenger side. Yeah, so I just need to put some felt in here for the guide. You see, the old stuff I did take off, but I didn't have anything to replace it with. Probably that's why I didn't do it. So I have in my box of tricks stuff that I ordered for this sort of stuff. Some felt strip. It's sticky back as well. Hopefully it's a good bond. It's not that wide, or not wide enough anyway for what I need it for, but it'll be wide enough to do the bottom on this side on the left. And then there's a channel here on the right, which is slightly bigger. So I'll just put another strip down there. and that'll be absolutely fantastic. Yeah. It's like the restoration workshops on Quest. Dilly. Right, that's that guy done. New felt on. That's magic. I put some more what do you call it, Velcro on there. Had to prise these edges up to get the old stuff out, and then basically feed this back in and then hammer it down flat. So it took a bit of time, but that's spot on, renewed. So this can pop inside now. Some more thing goes in that way, inside the door. There's a screw hole there, which I've just took the screw out. So that'll screw onto that there, hold that in place. And then we've got that for there, that for there. Happy days, dilly. Right, weather's alright today, so I'm going to pull her out, get the hood done and the roof finished off. Fantastic, dilly. Right, so I've just caught, luckily next door came back, so I went over and seen him. I got another pack of discs. He's just charging me cost for these, so £1 a disc. He normally sells them £1.50 a disc, so that's happy days, tenner. But then he also gives us a couple of freebies to try. These are expensive, like, not that, that's just an old one of them. But so this is for doing like stainless steel and stuff. It's got the Scotch-Brite. And then in between, it's also got a fine sandpaper. So the idea is, you know, with heavy pitting, you do it with this wheel first, and then you go over on a proper polisher to take all the fine marks out. So that's meant to be really good. These are about £5 a disc. And I've got a coarse one here and then a fine medium at the bottom, and again that is for stainless steel polishing disc. A little bit abrasive, but all the same I shall give it a whirl on some bits and bobs and see what it's like. Obviously not on the Cadillac stuff unless it does a good job, but yeah, so that was that. So 10 pack, I'll have to split these, 5 per half of the boot, the hood, sorry. And get cracking, but the roof is done now. So that's happy days. I'm going to go over it with some 40 grit sandpaper as well. So I'd say mainly just this, get this cracked off by 2 o'clock because it's going to rain later on this afternoon. So, but it's only took us till now to finish that roof off. I've still got stuff to do by hand. So all these bits here, across there. But again, I'm not bothered as long as I get the machine work done. The hand stuff I can do inside because it obviously doesn't generate that much dust. So, we're cracking on with that. Dilly. Right, so I've divided the hood up there. You might just be able to see the red lines. So that's 10 sections, which is 1 pad per section. So I've tapped my time and crack on with that before 2 o'clock, so I've got 4 hours. I'll see how long it takes us to do one section, and then I'll be able to see if I'll get it finished off in time. Dilly dilly. So one thing I do need to do is run the engine in and the camshafts to bed them in. We're meant to run it at about 2000 RPM for 20 minutes. I'm probably only about 1500 revs there, but I haven't got a rev counter. That's just oil off the power steering when it leaked the other day. Oh, hear that, man. Right, dilly dilly. So we can also see on there the temperature. It's running a little bit high there. I've got the fan, which I think has kicked in now. Just need to keep an eye on that, make sure it doesn't go any higher. Certainly don't want it to overheat. See, it's raising up there now. The fan is on. Still quite high, that like. I don't know exactly what the temperature is, but it's steadying out there now. Those coolant pipes pop. Everything's looking okay still. Still got oil burning off the manifolds. Yeah, not just old oil. Fan's still pulling that coolant in. What I can see, it's running sweet. Temperature's still going up a bit, so I think I'll have to knock her off there now. It's been running for quite a while. Dilly dilly.